Big camera right next to you, but hey, what can you do?
What can you do?
What can you do?
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's real.
Hello, YouTube gear nerds. We've had Nick here for 2 days. Not actually 2 days. We've had 2 days of Nick.
Feels like I've been... No, I'm just kidding.
What happened? Oh, I'm sorry. It's a reflex.
Hospitality.
Yes.
Slipping me off.
Hey, you had like 18 coffees already.
I know, it's true. I drank most of your bean supply.
Okay. And now we're gonna finally talk about gear because. Oh wait! I have to. Where's my cheat sheet?
The cheat sheet.
Because I wrote this down here. Because officially, it's in the contract. We have to say Schecter 27 times. 27.
29. It says 29.
It's your handwriting. So we got one down. And we gotta talk about Mesa Boogie, and the only thing that it says here, Henning, please be nice.
Please be nice. Yeah, it does. Oh my God.
It's a nice amp. He's just played it in all these videos, and it does sound pretty damn nice. So that's me being nice, okay? What else do you want? Kiana, show the amp.
Sorry, wait, I need to figure out which camera that is.
There you go.
Look at that.
That's too dark.
It's just sitting there all pretty.
I mean, it's all... Let me fix that. Wait a second. People, wait. Bear with me. I'm gonna fix that.
Hi.
But thank you. We're gonna boost this. Boost. There we go.
There it is.
Is that in focus? We're gonna go with yes.
Yeah, it looks great.
Beautiful. Okay. So.
It's wearing a hat. It's got a Strymon hat on.
That's a good hat to have. A good hat to have. Anyway, we are of course talking about the Nick Johnston Traditional.
Yeah.
Schecter guitar.
Mark II. Version 2.
Not Mark II. It's the second time I said Schecter. Now it's the third time.
Schecter. That's 4.
We'll get 29.
We're
because, I mean, we love talking about good stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, so let's look at my guitar first.
Oh! I see what you did.
Here's my... See what it is? Yeah. Okay. Here's my Schecter Nick Johnston with the ST in the middle. Weird. Traditional... I'm gonna call this an S-type.
Yeah.
It's kind of Strat-D. See, I didn't say Strat, I said Strat-D.
With a D?
Stratatious. Stratalicious. It's kind of Stratesque.
Guitar it's in the stratosphere.
Strat reminiscent.
Ooh. No, you can't say
without being one.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now it does feel different than an S-type from the F. It feels sleeker, more ergonomic. It feels like the Rundungen in Deutsch. The shapings.
Right.
It just
Contours.
the contours. That's why he's here, because I don't know the English. The contours feel more sleek, ergonomic, a little bit smaller maybe.
Yep.
And we have of course this
slight kind of beveling.
Beveling.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much. Hey, what's your number?
My phone number, or what do you want the back?
Are you coming on to me, Nick Johnston? Are you coming on to me? You're trying to give me a phone number?
There it is, 1605 033.
So mine is from 1701-007. Is that
One would assume that's the year. One could assume that. That's the year it was made.
could be the number of bagels the builder has had that week?
That week.
Who knows? I mean, really, who's to say? I don't know.
Who's to say?
So then month, and then that month?
Honestly, I have no idea.
What are you good for? Why are you even
I got
here?
well. The first the digit is that's the year. I think I'm. I think.
Okay, good, fine,
I think I
fine.
may be right
fine, you
there.
can stay. You can stay.
Okay,
Schecter.
good. Schecter. That's 5. 6. I said it.
Oh, wow, okay. We're up to 6 people. Please take count. Hey, do we get extra money if we say Schecter a 30th time?
Yep.
7. So this I like, and I love that this is metal. Metal! You know? I love this. The color scheme is just something, because it's not aged. The guitar's not aged,
No.
but it feels. I can't,
Yeah.
not worn in. That's but this slight yellowishing. That's a word, by the way. Yellowishing is a
Yeah.
word. Yellowisking. It's beautiful. Did you pick all the stuff?
Yes, sir.
So you have taste.
He said it. I've got taste.
So
Yeah, I'd been playing. I'd been playing guitars with the. It's hard to tell that this is actually mint green against a green existing body, but mint green and then yellow,
Really?
vintage yellow kind of pickup covers. I know it's tough to tell.
yeah.
I swear it is.
And right now, mine looks green and yours looks blue. It changes colors depending on
but it's
what
funny
angle you
because
look
if
at.
you look at the monitor,
You can see it right there.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
more green than. Why is this?
Until I move it over here, then now they're both the same color.
What the?
It's the lighting. Yeah.
Kiana magic does exist. You are completely right.
She was
See,
right.
told you so.
Yeah. So I'd been used to playing guitars like that for years, and I always liked the old car colors, like those old kind of retro looking guitars, and the way this all came together was a bit of an accident. I walked into the custom shop for the first time a couple years ago, and Schecter was really interested in you know, it's still amazing to think they just said, what do you want? What do you want to make? And this was before there was any talks of signature whatevers. And I saw a master-built version of this neck. Actually, it was before it was Wange and Ebony. It was just it was a handmade master-built neck. And I just remember seeing it on the rack and holy crap, what is that? So I took it down and I investigated and was like, what is this? And we went around in the custom shop just matching the neck up to different colors, like a table. And does that look good against a mug? Does that look good? Any color, like, does it look good against this body? Originally, it was going to be red. There was going to be a natural body. And then over in the corner, the production floor, there was a box, like an old box from the 90s full of old Schecter bodies. And I'm like, what's in it? And I grabbed, it was a mint green kind of body and put the neck up against, and it was that initial. Maybe you can see with like the closer up camera angle, but yeah, like I'll try and. I mean, that to me is just instantly class. There's something about that, you know. It's kind of a magical looking.
Yours is more because
It's
I saw the
more
video
than-
where exactly that story you told.
Yeah, I talked about that, yeah.
You talk about this all the time.
I can't stop. I'm like,
Well, it's just like when people talk
it's
about
like talking about their kids, right? I mean, I
But
can't stop.
when you ask an endorser to talk about the instrument, he's gonna of course talk about that instrument with that story in the official video from the company.
Yeah.
And then you travel around and people ask you and you have to tell the same story again.
Well, yeah. I mean, the nice thing about that is it's that's the story. You know, that's the thing. It's
Just
like,
when you see Phil X talking about his framers, he's always like telling the exact same story. I'm like, Phil, I'm not going to ask you about your stupid guitar because we've heard it like a million times.
Yeah.
Shut up about it already. But you said you like the open porishness of the neck. And then I looked at
Yeah.
mine and I don't have that.
Let's see.
See, it's not that open. It's not open port at all.
This is a very closed port one.
Yes.
Yeah, this one has more of that for sure. I guess it just depends on whatever piece of wood you get.
And can you see the difference? Mine is of course not played in any way as much as his, because
Mine's
I don't.
definitely got that oily
Yeah, yours
sheen on it.
it's almost as if it's painted.
It feels like it,
almost
yeah.
like sat and this is just
Natural
spanky brand new.
kind of hand oils. Yeah.
And it has your signature and stuff that of course you sneak into the warehouse and scratch
it,
that
yep.
into the guitars
With
illegally.
I let my pinky fingernail grow.
Well, you're not using that to play, so come on.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. This guy. Just grinding my gears.
You should have pick it. Watch it with the pentatonic stuff. With it, I don't get. Everyone plays like this. I just don't get it.
Hey, look, I'm using it. Not that.
Yeah, damn it, I can't do that. Fine, you can play much better with 3 fingers, and I can play with 4. I love that neck. I mean, they actually do feel different, but that's because you've just played yours quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful locking tuners. I mean, they feel open because they have this tiny little wheelsy. What camera can we get this in? Here, right there. You can see. They're awesome. I just changed the strings on this for the first time, and it felt so good. And I didn't even have to do a lot of turny-whirnies. Mm-hmm. That's a word, a turny-whirny. So this feels like an S-type. Yeah. But it really also doesn't feel like an S-type.
Yeah.
It's very strange. I have an LSL, which is clearly an S-type, and it feels like that. You know what it's supposed to be, just from a different brand than the F, but this doesn't. Now, I ask the uncomfortable questions. That's like 60 minutes here. So, you're clearly an S-type player.
Yeah,
Duh.
Clearly.
Yeah. So, why not go to the company that made it big and came up with it?
Yeah, I mean that's a legitimately good question. I used those guitars for a long time. Here's the thing. I look at guitar companies and just any kind of craftsmanship, especially with something that's been around for so long. Anybody can make a good guitar now. That's not at all the issue. Mm-hmm. You know, every company has someone in the company that's worked at another guitar company and knows the secrets and knows the secret recipe, so to speak. Mm-hmm. For me, now this is something maybe not everybody can relate to, but first of all, if you haven't played a custom shop Schecter guitar, it's hard to convince you of how. I mean, it's not my job to convince anybody, but these are amazing guitars. But also, it's the actual company themselves. They're such a progressive, interesting company with such an interesting history, and even, I mean, Schecter's they're a big company, but they're still a small run company. Mm-hmm. It's a very small family and small team, interested in doing something new from year to year. I mean, they have so many models that they don't know how they're going to do. They just try.
They have a shitload of
stuff. They have an insane amount of stuff.
When I started talking to them, I thought, well, Schecter has all these like big things, metal with the abalone and mother of pearl. I mean, these a little bit overdone metal guitars because that's what people usually associate with them, and they would never associate that with Schecter.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not interested in just, well, they make that guitar, so why play anything else? They were the ones who, like, okay, that's great, you know.
So you're saying you like the people behind the instrument.
I like people behind the instrument, but I also like the work ethic. I like the mindset. The other thing too is I've had issues with other guitars. I've had issues. I don't have issues. I mean, this goes everywhere in the world with me. There's no issues ever, and that is worth more than whatever, you know, it says right there. If I'm going to go up on stage and play and have to worry about the action or if, you know, this pickup's wound or connected to the electronics properly, then if I don't have that confidence, then I don't care who makes the guitar. Yep. So all those things, and then just, yeah, I mean, what Schecter's willing to do. I mean, we're growing, the custom shop and myself, I feel like we're growing at the same time, which is really exciting. So a lot of those reasons are personal reasons. It's personal experiences that I know for sure, you know, not everybody can relate to that, but oh well.
Well, I mean, I'm a big proponent, I think that is the word, for working with companies where I just get along with the people behind it. I mean, a company can easily throw money at me and say, play this, and I don't want to say I don't like that. Who doesn't like money thrown at them? But I also really need to know that the people behind it are people that I want to support in what they do, and they're just, you know, that they're cool.
Yeah, and the other thing too is when you're buying a higher end guitar, you know, over $2,000, I actually like to know who made it, and if I need to talk to them about it, I like to be able to know that I can do that. I mean, I have the builder's email. I could just, hey, what do I do if this happens, or what did you do here? He'll get back to you. I did this. I mean, I deal with.
But you're Nick Johnston.
I know,
okay?
but
I don't get the builder's email. I don't know if Fred or Willie built this. I don't know.
I know, but
can you get me that email?
Of course, but that's not always a thing. I mean, that's not a usual circumstance for a lot of independent.
I know a lot of artists that have changed from bigger brands to some other brands that I know because they like the personal attention and the family atmosphere, which is, for me, that is a big thing, especially if you're dependent on the instrument. Yeah, I mean, and also too, they took a huge chance. They took a huge risk on me. I mean, when they gave me a signature guitar, I mean, I'm still in the I'm unknown in the grand scheme of. Yeah, what are you even doing here? Who are you?
That's right, exactly. I ask myself that every morning. I look in the mirror. What are you doing? So I mean, they took a huge risk on me, and there's something to be said about that. Now, I'm not bashing anyone. Like I said, every company can make an amazing guitar, but that's really not the point.
No,
that's not.
Yeah, you're right. You could get an amazing guitar from any company, but you wanted one where you get the amazing guitar, but also you can call up someone. I've heard stories about other brands where big-time endorsers called and they were kind of put on hold, like, because no one knew who he was.
Right.
And that was a pretty big guy with a pretty big company.
Totally.
And they changed. They went away and said, I don't care about this. I don't care about what they're giving me. I feel insulted.
Yeah, and I don't expect any kind of treatment. I never expect anything. I don't have any expectations. But if they're willing to do these things with me, then that's amazing.
Well, here you expected to be treated with respect, and that really clearly didn't happen.
That doesn't happen. I mean, he gives me the coffee, and
that's all you get.
That's all I need.
But come on, we're guitar brothers. Come on, I mean.
That's right.
Yeah, come on.
That's right. Look at that. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm with these guys, and also too, I mean, there's not a lot of guitar companies that would go, you want a signature guitar, what do you want? Here. There's not a lot of guitar companies that are making production custom shop models with with these exotic.
Was this your idea?
This is more the Schecter vibe.
Okay. Because I love it. I think it's way cool.
Yeah, the one like I said, the original version I had from the '90s. That's when they were still doing it with the kind of like the top loader, whereas this is more what they do, what they've been doing for a long time now. So
two knobs. Your
just
idea?
One tone. Nope. Kept with their vibe. Yeah. I never. Maybe that's sacrilegious to say, but I never use them. I just don't. The tone knob.
Well, I use the tone knob.
I just don't.
And let's see if it works here. It really depends on the tone knob. Let me crank something up.
Please work. No.
No, I mean, it depends on the guitar. Okay?
Yeah.
But in the back position there, I never use tone knob until I realized that on a traditional S-type, back here, it rolls off a little bit too much. You get this Brian May-ish kind of.
You do.
Maybe with some drive. Doesn't work here. It depends on the tone knob.
It depends on. I mean, I just like the sound of when So you say you like it when you. Let's see if I got a guitar pick in my pocket here somewhere.
Do you need to borrow one?
Look at that.
Right. Well, what kind of picks do you play then?
These are Dunlop .88. They put my logo on it.
I was just gonna say, do you go in the warehouse there too and just like scribble that on there?
Can you see that camera?
Kiana, can you go into that? There you go.
There's that, and then there's my little signature. So I've been using. I mean, it's the .8. It's the green one usually, and I've been using these forever. But I like the bloom you get from. Or. I've always liked that, and I get a lot.
So you change pickup positions on the note.
Big time. I mean, if I'm going like.
What is wrong with you?
It actually kind of opens up a little bit, right? Did you hear that note?
just learned something new. Wow.
Well, you know what's funny about that is I'll get people saying like, "Oh, why are you changing the pickups?" I mean, for that reason. It's certain notes will blossom and certain frequencies will kind of jump out when you do that. I mean, if you switch the pickup selector on this fast enough, I mean, it almost sounds like you have a wah pedal or some sort of chorus or trem happening there.
And that is how you break your pickup selector.
Not if it's a Schecter.
You can only do that if you're a Schecter endorser because he can just send it back, get a new one. I would like to know how many times you can do that before it actually goes up.
I can sit here all day. So yeah, I mean that's.
I can see him breaking this thing right now and then having to take mine. Not gonna happen, Mr. Johnson. Damn it. This is mine.
Damn it. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on there.
So talking about companies where you get along with the people just fine. Moving on to, I was gonna say the amp.
Yeah.
But let's go before we talk about the amp.
Okay.
What are the wires on there?
The wires.
The wires.
These things.
These things.
These are D'Addario strings, NYXL.
How did you come to these? Are you one of these people that always plays D'Addario?
Yeah. I've been using D'Addario strings.
So you just don't know anything else?
Why would you need to know anything else?
I'm just saying, I mean, have you tried other strings?
There's other strings? Do you like that one?
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you like that one?
Yeah, it almost sounds like you're being paid to say this.
I don't know what you're saying.
Hey, wait, you're on tour in Germany right now.
I'm not being paid anything.
But you're touring Germany, right? Giving workshops.
Yes.
For who?
For D'Addario.
For who?
For D'Addario.
Ah, okay. It's kind of sounds like you have to say this.
What the heck's going on behind me?
Wait a second, how many times have we said Schecter? Has anyone...
Well, I don't know.
Kiana,
Let's
are we
round
up
it
to
up.
29?
Let's round it up
Not
to like
yet.
15
Wait,
or so.
what the... You talk about whatever those strings are... I don't talk about something. I gotta do something.
These are NYXL 10, balance tension 10 gauge. And, yeah, I've been using these forever. And I tuned down to...
Wait, that's... I'm sorry. So you've been using these forever?
Well, D'Addario strings forever.
Ah.
I mean, it's impossible to have been using NYXL forever, because they've only been around for 15 years, right? So
The NYXL? What the...
I'm just messing with you.
Do you know anything about the product you're pushing here?
They're metal.
They're metal?
Yep.
What's so special about them?
Well, I don't know the actual science behind them, but they seem
Henning.
to
Yes?
not...
I think someone wants a word with you.
Okay.
Are you in trouble? Are you in the doghouse?
I might be... Talk about, I don't know, strings that you apparently don't know shit about.
I'm gonna play the strings.
Yeah, okay,
because,
you do that.
Because actions speak louder than words, Henning. How's it going back there?
We figured it out.
Oh.
We came to an agreement. We came to a non-financial understanding. I mean, nothing. What? Who? NYXL by D'Addario. You know I play these, come on. These are 7 strings. We'll just throw the one out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't just play NYXL by Daddario. You also play NYXL 10-46 balanced tension.
Right.
Which are exactly the ones I have
Right.
on all my guitars, except on the shreddy guitars. On my Floyd guitars, for some reason, I still have 9s.
Right.
But of course, NYXL by Daddario. But the balanced tension, what's the deal with that?
Well, I mean, again, like I said, I don't know any of the science behind it. I just know they feel great. Especially, I mean, the big thing for me is I tuned down a half step. I had some hand
Give me that thing.
issues, and
That's what they call. I had some hand issues. Sometimes I get some hand issues.
and that particular gauge just seems to feel the best, especially when you're bending and playing something that would require a little bit more strength.
Maybe I can play that lick on here that I can never play. Hey, I could play it! Wow! See, I always end up on A, which is boring, but here I actually ended up on A flat.
What do you think of the feel of that with the strings tuned down? Does it feel good?
It feels looser, obviously, because you
Does
play
it feel
tens.
good? Does it feel like you're trying to compensate, or does it feel?
No,
okay?
I just pick. Your neck just looks. It's got this really beautiful, bigger grain, and up here it looks like a freaking sand
Yeah, it's pretty
dune. I don't know if you can see that on any.
Probably not.
Kiana, go on here.
A little bit, yeah. There you go.
Very beautiful. No, it feels good.
Cool.
I picked up Phil X's guitar and I was doing amazing bends and all this stuff. I'm like, what's happening here? And well, he was downtuned.
Right.
So for me, it felt like what's going.
Yeah.
It was weird because I never do this.
Yeah.
Your action is. Let me compare.
Sure.
Because I might need to have someone set this up for me, just like yours. Because then I can play just like you. Oh, holy crap! Look at that! Come on, that's much higher.
Yeah, it's a little bit higher.
Yeah, that's why. That's
Be.
why you can play like that.
Must be. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something about the Daddario NYXLs. They are very, very Reißfest. Rip resistant. No, they are very strong strings. It's pretty. Do you break them?
No.
It is apparently very tough to break them. Tough to break sounds like an 80s song. Tough to break. I don't know.
Probably is.
And I had too much coffee. There is no such thing. I'm sorry I said that. I'm so sorry. The other thing, they are made from, that's what they're saying, New York steel. That might be like an US kind of marketing strategy because it sounds very, it's made from US steel, which is much better than other people's steel.
Maybe.
But that's why the NY. They have a little bit of a pronounced mid-range. They have a different kind of mid-range than other strings. Now, have you lately played other strings?
No.
Because what you would notice, okay, see, I get a shitload of guitars. I don't have like my own signature. Oh, wait, that's not true. I have my own signature guitar.
Here we
Damn
go.
it. I was going to say, you bastard, but I have that too. But the point is, for example, when my signature guitar, when the prototype comes in, it has the Darios on it, the normal EXL, whatever, 10s. And they're good strings. But then you put the NYXL on it, and all of a sudden, the guitar opens up and goes like, here I am. This is what I can sound like. And every single guitar, doesn't matter how good it is. I mean, I have like really nice guitars. You put the NYXLs on there, and it makes the guitar better. And I'm not saying this because they gave me really nice 7-string sets. No, I'm saying this because it's true. I've never cared about strings. Don't give a flying rat's ass about them. But with the NYXL, it makes every guitar better. You don't know because you only play them. So you don't know. Let me tell you, they make the guitar better.
Take your word for it.
Yeah. This is probably why you're traveling around with them.
Maybe.
You know, because you like them. Okay.
Yes.
So let's talk about your amp. It's not your amp. It's Mesa Boogie's
It's not
amp.
my amp. No.
It's not like signature, but
No, it's not at
but
all.
is that actually what you play?
Yeah.
The triple crown something?
Yeah, I've been playing the TC50, which is the head and cabinet kind of arrangement of it. But yeah, I'm using this for the clinics that I'm doing over here, and I mean, it sounds amazing. Everything I've been doing with you has been with this guy on second channel with, what is that pedal again? It's the Strymon
Brigadier. That
Brigadier.
delay, which is nice.
Analog delay. And it sounds like this. Which is pretty cool. Really, really comfortable.
On your
and
recordings,
airy.
I mean, the sounds are very low gain or even clean, but they still stand there. I mean, they're thick notes. Do you use compression?
No.
Really?
Everything on that last record was straight into the amp. No pedals. Just three mics on the cabinet.
No pedals?
No pedals.
What's wrong with you? Come on!
Hey, you're just talking about how much you like the sound.
Yeah, but still! No pedals? No, now I don't like the sound because that's just ridiculous. I mean, how can you not have pedals? It's like someone who doesn't drink coffee, okay? You do drink coffee, but no pedals?
No pedals. No pedals. No pedals.
Do you
at all.
have pedals?
Oh yeah. Sure.
What kind of pedals do you have?
What do I have? What am I using right now? I've got a bunch of Dunlop stuff. I've been using the Carbon Copy Bright.
That's a neat, the normal carbon copy I've played, and that's a neat delay.
Yeah,
That's what, which I actually do not have. Hashtag, please Dunlop, love me.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff from them. They sent me a few pedals to try, and that's. I mean, I didn't grow up with many. I didn't ever have money for them, so I just got used to playing with it.
I got my first pedal 4 years ago when I started the channel.
Right.
Which is why I started the channel. Because I'm always directly into the amp. Everything else comes with plugins later.
Right.
Now I have at least like 10, 15 pedals.
At least, yeah. I see about 100. You can't.
You actually-
okay, there's a good.
You actually see about 400.
Is that what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you counted? You're up there for sure.
Yeah, probably. Because what you see is these are drawers. There's a lot more in there.
Yeah.
There's like 3 to 4 layers.
It goes pretty deep. So yeah, I don't
It goes
use-
pretty deep.
I don't
That's what
use,
she said. Come on, Kiana, give me the button. Thank you. I'm sorry.
No,
it goes
okay.
pretty deep. How
might-
could we not?
You might be one of the only people still doing the that's what she said stuff.
Yeah, because it's really stupid and I really shouldn't be doing it. And the
There you
fact
go.
that I shouldn't be
There you
doing
go.
it makes it lame.
There you go.
See, my whole humor
Your whole
is
shtick.
based on me being lame and not funny. Something I got going for myself. Yeah,
There's something wrong with
it works.
that.
It works.
You work that.
Yep.
But yeah, straight to the amp. That's kind of what that last that album was all about. Couple Mesa Boogie amps.
What
old-
Mesa Boogie amps? Do you have this Triple Crown at home, or are you just playing
I
it
had
here?
this at home. I only got this amp 3 months ago. Or
Okay.
So. So we used a couple older Mesa Boogie amps, and there was an old 1969 Marshall Plexi amp that we used, which was killer, but totally unrealistic to use those things. You can't get a good tone unless you've cranked them louder than
Like really loud.
the crazy.
You might need
It's
a
ridiculous. You just
Torpedo.
I don't.
Kiana and I, we like to joke about Guillaume's Torpedo.
Excuse me.
What?
I don't like to joke about Guillaume's Torpedo.
But Guillaume's Torpedo is pretty damn funny.
No,
Who
you're
doesn't
the
love
one that
Guillaume's
always
Torpedo?
Talks about wanting Guillaume's Torpedo. Saying that I want it, but actually you're implying that you are the one that wants it.
Okay, fine. I love Guillaume's Torpedo.
Okay.
Just saying. So while we're here and things are rolling, let's check out a couple of sounds. But since we do reviews here, let's do this.
Sure. What do you want to do?
You go to the amp, I grab your guitar, and you twiddle with the knobs.
Sounds good.
Because I want to hear some of the range that it has. Right now, turn the delay off. So if you're sitting there, of course, we can't see anything. You have to sit on the other side.
Oh, my knees ain't what they used to be.
So we're in what channel now? Wait, I gotta...
We're channel 2.
Gotta grab this
So-
here.
Do you want to start?
So channel 1, no reverb. There we go.
All right, here we go.
It has a solo button for louder, which is right now engaged. That's...
Now do it again.
That's just... very round and very dull. Can we get some crispidity in there?
Sure.
Crispitude? Ah, here comes the crispitude. That sounds like a very pedal-friendly channel, if I might say so. Tiniest bit of hair on it already. An S-Type's dream. Wait, Guillaume's Torpedo is distorting. Guillaume's Torpedo was too hot. Nice.
Cool.
That's nice. So what does channel 2 have? More of that, I guess.
Go for it.
I know that on the back there's dials for every channel's reverb, so you can set that up independently, which is pretty damn cool. And I think each channel has independent tubes. I think they're completely independent, they're not sharing anything, which is pretty damn cool. And each channel has 2 different sound modes, which gives you a total of Schecter. There we go. That is nice.
Yeah, totally. More
Gotta get something I really want to say, but I'm not holding back. I'm being nice. It said on the piece of paper, Henning, be nice. So I'm nice. Okay, moving on. So how much can I get out of this channel in terms of gain?
Here we go.
I don't know how the song goes. Okay.
Cool.
It's very vintagey. It's not what you would expect from Mesa at all.
It really is.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do we get channel number 3?
Yeah.
It has 34s in it, I know that. So it's definitely a British voiced amp. I have to change too. It's me. Kiana, why are you showing me? Show the guest, or at least his chest right there.
There you go.
It always has that bite. It always has a little bit of bite, which is cool.
Yeah.
Really not what I would expect from the Mesa Boogie. Which shows, you know, they're
I'm just
willing.
not gonna show you anymore, right?
That's not what I said. No, go. Hello. Kiana? We love you. Hello?
Say please.
Please? Here's your guitar back.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's very nice. Thanks, Nick, for hanging out. Talking about your gear, even though you don't have pedals or use them or whatever, I don't know. So, thanks you guys for watching. Links below to all the gear that you've seen here that rhymes. And, you know, feel free to try whatever strings you want. Or those. Nick, thanks for hanging out.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Animals at the end as always. See you guys.
Walking through an open field, the sun is setting fast. Don't know where to go from here, but I'm walking at last. I might run in circles, but at least I'm moving on. I will not stop moving on until the break of dawn. As a child, I saw the ocean